There we go. All right, we'd like to call the Calhoun Parish School Board meeting to order on today, Tuesday, August 12th at 5 p.m. Our prayer and pledge will be handled by Dr. Betty Washington. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather once again tonight. I pray for our school district. Please give us peace and strength to successfully guide our students. No matter what challenges we as a district may face, guide us, give us wisdom and courage. Protect us, bless our decisions, and let each of us experience your grace, your mercy, and your kindness each and every day. This I pray in your holy name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Dr. Van Vita, roll call.
Yes, sir. Ms. Ayo.
Here.
Mr. Baumgartner. Here. Mr. Brogue. Here. Mr. Castillo. Here. Ms. Fontenot.
Here.
Ms. Gay.
Here.
Mr. Hardesty. Here. Ms. Hardy McReynolds.
Here.
Mr. Natale. Here. Mr. O'Banion. Here. Mr. Pichon. Here. Mr. Roberts. Here. Mr. Tarver.
Here.
Reverend Wallace.
Here.
Dr. Washington.
Present.
You have a quorum.
All right, item number 3, approval of minutes, July 8th. Motion is moved by Mr. Breaux and seconded by Dr. Betty Washington. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. Presentations, Dr. Van Meter, that is A.
Yes, sir. First up is Principal Jones from the country. Hope that works. That doesn't. All right.
Can y'all hear me? All right. It is my great pleasure tonight to introduce you to a cowboy from DeQuincy High School. If you look in the crowd, he may be difficult to see. Tyler, stand up if you would. This is Mr. Tyler Byrne. He has been a junior at DeQuincy High School now for 3 days. So these accomplishments come at the end of his sophomore year. He's 16 years old at DeQuincy High School with a 4.0 grade point average and 2 of the finest parents and teachers that I know, and I can say that because they are mine. Ty this summer had a busy summer. They traveled far. I've got a list here. He was the 2025 Louisiana High School Rodeo World Champion Bull Rider. He was the National High School Rodeo Association World Champion Bull Rider and the 2025 Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo Series World Championship Bull Rider. He plays football on Friday nights and usually gets up and goes to ride bulls on Saturday morning. So football is not much for him because getting knocked around by a 2,000-pound animal isn't much compared to getting hit by guys. All right, thank you, Ty.
And B.
Next, we have Principal Askew and Principal Alcott from National Junior Beta Convention.
All right, my name is Emily Alcott, proud principal of T.S. Cooley Elementary Magnet School, and this evening we are recognizing the accomplishments of the T.S. Cooley students that attended the National Junior Beta Convention in Orlando, Florida this summer. We had 17 students that won at the state level and qualified to advance to the national competition. Our national champions are in engineering, Gray Johnson, Oliver Peavy, Charlie Miller, Kaylee Yang Yang, and Zoe Weaver. We had a national champion in academics in the mathematics category, Ethan Sang. National champion painting contest, Lakeland Hartman. National runner-up marketing and competition, Evelyn Watley, Sophia Petrie, Kason Love, Kinsley Bartlett, Carly Charlo. 5th place in visual arts quilling and 9th place visual arts drawing. We are so proud of all of our students for how they represented TS Cooley and CPSB on a national level. We'd also like to thank the parents and our sponsors for their tremendous support throughout the year. Their commitment made it a really special year for our students and set a strong foundation for our up-and-coming junior beta. Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight. Again, we also competed. I'm Miss Askin, I'm from Gillis Elementary. Our Gillis Beta Club competed at the 2025 Elementary National Beta Convention in Orlando in 13 events. They're coming home with not one, but 3 national titles in Living Literature, Club Trading Pin, and Lead Outside the Box. In addition, they placed 6th in our national for Create and Animate competition, and they were awarded 8th place in the Beta Service School Supply Drive. Our club donated over 940 school supplies to the Orange County schools. We are so proud of Gillis Beta Club, our parents, our sponsors, and our community. Thank you.
Maybe. I just want to comment regarding Ty Laverne. I don't want to take anything away from him, but his brother Wyatt as well graduated DeQuincy, and was probably a very good mentor to him, to Ty. But he was also a very good saddle bronc rider as well. So he just graduated DeQuincy High School, and I think going on to McNeese to be on the rodeo team as well, riding in saddle bronc. And he was also, I don't know what all his other accolades are, but he was also the state champion in saddle bronc. So anyway, I don't want to take anything away from you, Ty, but I just wanted to mention that as well. And also, this is a family of faith, and they have always been like that. They put faith first in everything they do. So great role model. That you have your parents are great role models for you. Your brother's a good role model for you as well. And continue being a good role model for those under you as well as you go to lead in the rodeo and in the football realm. So Congratulations. Second that.
All right, Dr. Van Meter. All right. Number 5, Superintendent's report.
Yes, sir. You've each received your Head Start report. The Head Start program information report was submitted for the 24-25 school year. Recruitment events conducted within the community included local digital billboards. Head Start staff and policy council members attended the Louisiana Head Start Association Region 6 conference, and during the conference, Dr. Michelle Jeter was reelected as the Louisiana Head Start Association president. You will each be receiving your next school population report at the September meeting, reflecting the ending numbers from May and the beginning numbers from August. I'd like to report our July 2025 sales tax numbers for our general fund, which show collections of $4,709,444, or 34.1% above budget for the first month of the 25-26 school year. Collections are $3,828,023, or 26.1% above collections for the same month last year. The latest hurricane report is in your packet. Please see a disclosure form at your seating area regarding family members that work for the district. This disclosure is due to the Louisiana Board of Ethics no later than 30 days from the start of the school year. If you'd like for us to upload it for you, please give the report to Ms. Peggy, and she will keep the transmission report in your file. Your immediate family members are defined as your children, spouses of your children, your brothers, your sisters, spouses of your brothers, spouses of your sisters, your spouse, your parents, and the parents of your spouse. 9 students from around the parish participated in the governor's program for gifted children at McNeese State University this summer. This is a 7-week residential program offering academic and artistic enrichment. Elaine Gabbert from Maplewood served as the director, and students participating included from Barb High, Elizabeth Bell and Jolie Borrell, W.W. Lewis Middle, Emery Hurlbut, from Sulphur High, Blythe Hurlbut, Madeline White and Madeline Willis, from S.J. Welch Middle, Juan Gamboa, from F.K. White Middle, Ahan Chipote and Jude Youssef. We continue to provide several camps for students this past month. Mr. Arsenault and his team held STEM summer camps at the Region 5 STEM Center, and over the course of 6 weeks in the summer, they offered camps on a variety of topics from robotics to future engineers to drones. We also had our Tech Center hold the Tech Camp this July, and Ms. LeBlanc and the entire Tech Department team spent a week with 165 students learning a variety of topics, including AI and programming. Thank you to both of these departments for providing opportunities for our students to continue to learn over the summer. Since the last board meeting, we also received our advanced placement or AP scores as a parish. 77.1% of our students taking the test earned college credit, and this is up from 62.7% last year. Additionally, we had more students taking the test in 2025 compared to 2024, and we increased from 1,292 students to 1,380 students. Congratulations to the students that earned college credit, and thank you to Dr. Caldwell and the Advanced Studies staff for their hard work. And the Benton High School FFA chapter has been named a top 10 national finalist program. Their agricultural issues team placed first in the state competition and will advance to the National FFA Convention and Expo. Additionally, they had 2 students place in the state competition. Emma Berry won bronze in beef production, and Drew Coleman won silver in swine production. Congratulations to these students, as well as the sponsor and ag teacher, Ms. Elizabeth Barron. You may have noticed also the new small activity buses in the parking lot. These are 14 passenger buses, and one will be delivered to each high school soon to help with the transport of small groups of students to different activities. Thank you to Mr. McDonald and the Transportation Department for this additional resource for our schools. That concludes the superintendent's report.
All right. Are there any questions or any comments? All right. Next on the agenda, number 6, we have an executive session. 7, take no appropriate action. None. And committee reports, none. And item number 9, take appropriate action.
Move on.
All right, that was a motion to, motion, a move on by Mr. Bro and seconded by Mr. Pichon on to, motion to take from the table and continue discussion on awarding JCI the East and Bernhardt the West regarding HVAC services.
We're
All
voting
in
to take
favor?
it from the table first. We're voting to take it off the table right now.
So just take it off the table. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. Discussion open, but before we begin discussion, we do have 2 blue cards I'd like to make sure to recognize. The first will be from Bernhard, Mr. Logan Rue, I believe it is. If you would come to the mic, state your name, company, and you have 5 minutes.
My name is Logan Roche, Southwest Louisiana Business Unit Manager for Bernhard. My responsibilities are to oversee the day-to-day service, maintenance, and operations we provide throughout Southwest Louisiana. Bernhard has been providing maintenance and service throughout Southwest Louisiana since 1919, so well over a century. And we currently have over 200 technicians today throughout the state of Louisiana, with potentially 10 to 15 of those technicians being dedicated to the Calhoun Parish school system, along with a on-site service manager located in our Lake Charles office, with myself overseeing the day-to-day service maintenance and operations. I know that there was some confusion that potentially we would have technicians coming out of maybe Baton Rouge, but I just wanted to clarify that that would not be the case. We have technicians embedded in Jeff Davis Parish, Allen Parish. We currently service people in Beauregard Parish, Calhoun Parish, and Cameron Parish as well. We also believe that in the event that Bernhard was selected to service one of these zones, you're not just getting an HVAC service contractor, you're getting a long-term partner committed to keeping kids in the classroom. And we believe that we can do that through the maintenance and service that we provide, along with having a monthly meeting with the Calhoun Parish school system, going over maintenance items, outstanding service items, and pass forward. Do you have any questions?
Any questions?
All right.
Thank you
For your
very much.
time. Appreciate it.
All right, and next we have Mr. Marcus Nation, I think that is.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you can come to the mic.
I'll waive my time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. All right, discussion. Yes, sir, Mr. Brook.
It's flattering the fact that we have local companies that are kind of at bid on our HVAC systems that we've kind of had. You know, we always like to try to, and you can't do a lot of local different things, but when we're dealing with 85% of our budget tied into salary and benefits, it doesn't leave us a whole lot of room to be able to maneuver on a lot of different things. I had staff kind of present this or prepare this, you know, we call it a spreadsheet, but it's stuff for us to kind of look at the different expenses. So we already know what Johnson's bid is on these, so that's not in question on this. But what this breaks down is the cost on the different options on what we have in the West. So if you look at the top one, Bernhard's bid for, it was $2.593 million. Controls were $4.33 million, or $433,000. GUI upgrades were $564,000, for the total cost for the first year, $3.592 million. And the second year at a little over $3 million. Johnson's mechanical cost was $2.93 million, controls for $205,000, GUI upgrades for $91,000, a little over $91,000, with the first year cost being $2.59 million, and the second year $2.499 million. Stars on the mechanical was $3.489 million, controls $377,000. GUI upgrades was $791,000. For the first year operating total was $3.657 million. In the second year, $3.866 million. So if you break that down, on the second area that we look at, if we break it down from Bernhardt versus Johnson, the first year increase in expenses, we're looking at over $1 million in increase in expenses. The second year over Johnson, we're looking at $528,000. Or if you look at the first year expenses, it's 38.7% more than what Johnson told the second year. With the 528,000, looking at over 21% increase. If you look at Star versus Johnson, the first year increase in going from using Star versus Johnson is over $2 million, or almost 80%, 79.8%. If you look at the second year, it's $1.367 million, or 54% more over using Johnson. If you break it down, comparing Star versus Bernhardt, Star, even over Bernhardt, the increased cost is over $1 million, or 29% increase in the first year. The second year, Star's $839,000 more than Bernhardt, or 27%. Over years, we've been trying to be able to pinch pennies, to be able to do a lot of different things in the system. Like I said, 85% of our budget is tied in salary and benefits. So if we use one of these options, we're going to, at the minimum, we're going to be spending $1 million a year more in the first year on HVAC system contracts than we would if we were to stay with what we have on Johnson. So a lot of the issues, and I'm not taking up for Johnson, a lot of the issues that they have had over the years have been of our own making. The board not wanting to spend money, put people in place, give them money to be able to do a lot of things. We gave them money to add additional people last year, and a lot of that has gotten better. The change orders have pretty much stayed the same, we're going up. But the difference in the change orders now is that they're more proactive than they are being reactive. There's a lot of PMs that are being done now, which they never really had the ability to be able to do this. Not only that, Johnson Controls, what they're doing is we're actually increasing the staff that they have now. If I remember right, Jason, numbers, what, 17?
The board gave them some additional folks.
Yeah, going from the 10 to the 17. So not only is it still less, we're even going almost double what we had provided them to do to go in the past. So, we're all up here trying to pinch pennies and to be able to put money in effective places where we can't dump them in the classrooms. This is $1 million that we can look at either at some point budgeting, put it in the classroom, budget for the equipment, put it in all kind of different things. But we have to be mindful of this. So that being said, I'd like to offer an amendment to the motion to offer Johnson Controls a contract with the west side of the parish as well as the east side of the parish.
There was no motion before, so that is the motion.
Well, amendment is an amendment to the original motion on the table.
What was the motion on the table?
The split to consider.
The motion that was taken off the table was to have Johnson on the east, Barnard on the west.
All right, so on the amended motion, do I have a second? Okay, it was moved by Mr. Bro, seconded by Dr. Washington. All right, now open for discussion on that particular motion. Ms. Gay and then Mr. Hardison.
Okay, I only have one question. I know I saw on here, okay, so we're talking about the difference in adding to whatever. How was Johnson's bid? It was for one side or what? I'm looking at these numbers, but I don't know.
So Johnson, y'all had already awarded Johnson the east side of the parish. So these numbers are just for the bids on the west side of the parish.
Okay, so they will have to, with that motion, Mr. Bro, they will have to possibly submit another bid, because they're picking up 31 schools. If they only did a bid for
So they bid both the east side and the west side.
Okay.
Y'all awarded already the east side to Johnson. So the only thing that's in question right now is the west side.
Okay, so the east is done.
Yes, ma'am.
But I'm still confused, Mr. Van Meter.
Yes,
please make me understand.
Sure.
So if they submitted a bid for the east side, that was for the number of schools
Yes,
on
ma'am.
the east side.
Roger that.
Okay, now these 31 schools that are on the west side, with the motion just made by Mr. Grove,
Would give those to Johnson.
would give those to Johnson. And I'm sure they're not going to take it at the same price that they did it for the east side, are they?
Actually, the east side and the west side quotes are pretty close in terms of about $2.5 million a side.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at.
Yes, ma'am.
The money.
This is just on the west side.
The west side
Yes, ma'am, because y'all have already awarded and settled the east.
with the east side.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I might have another question, but
Yes, ma'am.
I'm good for now.
Right, Mr. Hardesty.
Okay. Just 2 years ago, we had, same date as right now, we had lots of kids, lots of teachers in classrooms sweating in 113-degree weather. And I had I pulled not the minutes, I pulled from the long range committee, I pulled our meeting and listened to the whole thing 2 times. We sat up here and we told our teachers, our constituents, that we would make a change. We're not gonna make a change if we vote this way. Letting you know, I'm not in support of giving Johnson control to complete parish after what we went through 2 years ago in the September long range committee meeting. That's all I have.
And Mr. Natale.
So I do remember that meeting, Mr. Hardesty, and I'm in agreement with you. I don't have anything personally against John. I think they've done, an average job. My concern, and I had asked, after the last meeting, I had asked Superintendent to pull all the data, all the work orders. Because a lot of people on this board were of the opinion that because we gave Johnson more staff, all the problems went away. And so I just wanted to verify that. And so I just randomly selected one of my schools. Now, this may not be a large enough sample size, but to me it was, because this was one of the schools that I represent, and they always have positive things to say about Johnson. They're very happy, they love it. So I'm fine with that. If my teachers in the administration like them, that's fine. But they can't service the whole district. And the reason that their prices are probably lower is because either they're not providing the additional staff, or I don't know what it is. But my findings were simple, and you can go back and double check it. There may be off a little bit, but I just wanted to see the average time from the time that the work order was placed to the time it was closed or completed. And I just used the calendar year. 2022, start to finish, was 40 days with the average. 2023, the average was 43 days. In 2024, when we gave them more help, it was 50.08 days. And so to me, adding staff didn't help, because the trend got worse. Now, again, that was just one school, but if we're gonna look at it, we have to start somewhere. And so my opinion is that it's too big of a job for one company to handle, unless they were gonna charge probably what they really needed to have the manpower to do the job right. Maybe they think that they can do it right with their bid. I'm not of that belief. I think competition is good for our area. I think it's good if we can get one on each side. We have a few years to see how well they did. They will give it to one company, and Johnson keeps theirs. And 3 years, we come back and say we made a mistake. Johnson was the best, which is not outside that we had. But at the same time, if we don't give any other companies the opportunity to see what they can do, then we'll never know. We may flip the script and say, wow, we've been missing out. We like you guys' service, we want to continue. You don't know what you don't know until you try. So for that reason, I'm going to vote against Johnson having both sides. That's all I have to say.
Mr. Roberts?
Thank you. I'm going to concur with the last 2 statements, Mr. Hardesty and Mr. Natale. I think we all remember that you know, the events that went through, but we've been having problems at my school as long as I can remember. I've been on the board. And before I was on the board, I remember as a parent. So anyway, we asked CSRS, we paid to do that in October. We extended Johnson Controls contract for a year to give CSRS some time and staff some time, so we didn't change contractors. We did that in October, 14 to 1 vote. It was a message that was sent by the school. And so I just want to remind the board of that. There was a reason for it. The low bid does not work. That's why we've been discussing this for the last 3 months. And we put staff up against a short time frame to make some changes, hopefully. And the reason why I say it hasn't worked, I mean, I'm a contractor. I've seen change orders come in from when I work on government projects from my competitors, but they beat me, but they lowballed it to get the job and they just changed it. So low price, you get what you pay for. And the other 2 bids that we received proved that Johnson Controls been too cheap. Those 2, I mean, these reputable companies, they look at their prices. It costs more than $4.5 million to do this correctly. And like Mr. Hardesty said, we told those teachers, we told those students when they were calling me in class on my cell phone, that we would fix it. And I think we need to do that. We need to have 2. I'm to the point right now, I don't care who it is, but we need to have 2. That's all I have.
Mr. O'Banion?
I think we've kind of beat this horse enough, but I just wanted to, I came and sat, I know me and Ms. Natalie were here same time, one day, but I actually looked at work orders, but I just picked, I mean, this may not be scientific, but I just picked Westlake High because they had low work orders. In 3 years, they had 225 total work orders. 105 of those are for extended run time for events, whatever, basketball game, whatever's going on, they needed air conditioning run different. 15 were for other, they got called out and had plumbing leaks. But I guess my point is, you can't just look at the amount of work orders, but I mean, it's obviously better because, I mean, I know I really hadn't gotten any calls this year. I've gone by schools and checked and found a few things. It's been taken care of. And when we voted for the RFP, we didn't vote to do anything except to put it out and look at our options. And that's what we've done. And if we follow the RFP, I think we should go with the results of the RFP. That's it.
All right. Any other comments before we take vote? All right. So we are voting on the subsequent motion made by Mr. Breaux and was seconded by Mr. Bishop, Dr. Washington, excuse me, thank you. In reference to awarding JCI the west side, correct? Awarding JCI the west side. All right, that's what this is. This is a subsequent motion. Well, but yeah, it's both sides, but however, you know, yeah.
For clarify.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Breaux, that's to include the upgrades, the GUI upgrade?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, I just want to be sure we put that in.
I think we should.
Yes.
The controls.
All right, so that includes all the controls as well as.
The prices that I quoted y'all on here had the GUI, the GUI upgrades on there. Just
Okay.
To be honest with you, I think that needs to happen.
Okay.
No matter which company you go with.
Okay. All right, so this vote will be again for Johnson Controls to be awarded the parish. Obviously, they've already been approved and we voted them to service the east side, but now we're looking at the west side according to the subsequent motion made by Mr. Brewer. Right?
Can I make one minor comment? It's to change the motion to be that.
It's to
But
change.
then we're gonna have to continue voting or discussing after that. This motion would change it.
Yes, from what is listed on the agenda, that's the subsequent motion. This is the subsequent motion. If not, if it fails, we go back to 9A and discuss it.
It was an amendment to what was on the table. That's what and the reason I'm asking that is because if it passes, I want to be able to discuss the amended motion, right? Does that make sense? So it's an amendment to the motion that was on the table. If it passes, I want to be able to discuss the amended motion is all I'm saying.
All right?
The motion will.
You say you want to be able to discuss the.
Okay. Can I speak? Can I have the floor for a minute to explain what I'm asking? I want to make sure everybody understands what I'm asking.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I'm asking is, Mr. Brewer's motion is to amend the motion that was on the table. If it passes, that's going to change the motion that was on the table. We will then have to discuss and vote again on the motion as amended. I'm saying that motion, so we're going to have an amended motion. Let me explain what I'm saying. We're going to vote yes to change it to be JCI for the whole parish. Once it's changed, then we'll be able to discuss it further and then vote up or down on that amended motion. Is that correct?
That's correct. For example, the amended motion comes back up and it can be amended again.
Correct. That's all I want to make sure. This is a motion to amend the original.
Yeah. See, it goes back to what is.
Original JCI on the east, on the west, and we voted for them.
That's right. Correct. That's what it is. All right. Everybody has it now? We're good? Everybody understands the vote? Clarify one more time for everybody. All right. All right. So when we started the meeting, 9A was the original, okay, to award JCI the East, Barnhart the West regarding HVAC. But Mr. Brewer made a subsequent motion to add to award JCI rather the West, which would be the entire parish. A vote no would go back to the discussion on 9A. A vote yes would pass what Mr. Brewer's motion made, the motion he made rather, and seconded by Dr. Washington. Does everyone have that? Y'all good? All right. All right. Do we want to do roll call votes? Roll call vote.
Ms. Ann?
Yes.
Mr. Baumgarten?
No.
Mr. Brewer?
Yes.
Mr. Castile?
Yes.
Ms. Fontenot?
No.
Ms. Gay?
Yes.
Mr. Hardesty?
No.
Ms. Hardy McReynolds?
Yes.
Mr. Natale?
No.
Mr. O'Banion?
Yes.
Mr. Pishon?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
No.
Mr. Tarver?
No.
Reverend Wallace?
No.
Dr. Washington?
Yes.
8-7. 8-7, motion passes.
Motion passes?
Okay.
All right.
Amendment passes.
The amendment, okay, the subsequent, so the amendment passes. All right.
Can I comment? Can I go? Okay. So the clarification was now we're voting on the motion as amended. And the reason I was asking that is because I want to try to request, I was assuming that was going to probably pass, but I want to try to make a very minor change. And if it fails, that's fine, but I would like to try to make another very minor amendment to Mr. Brewer's motion, which is now we're having both sides, both with JCI, which I'm fine with, but I would like to try to get everybody's onboarding for one minor change. Can we offset the renewal periods? So can we require Johnson Control to take 2 years on the West renewal so that the renewals will continue to be offset? And I'm okay basically accepting we're going to offer it to the same company on both sides. But if we could offset the renewal periods where they renew at different years, we would at least maintain a split bidding that smaller companies could compete on. Is it?
This is anything in RFP, it's a 3-year term with 1-year renewal options.
So we can do.
So I guess what I'm saying is, can the board, can, okay, but, what was that?
From what I've been told, the RFP says it's a 3-year base term with a 1-year renewal option, so you can have 4 years.
I think it's about 2 1
Two 1-year renewals, so 5 years.
Okay, that's not what I want. I want a 2-year. You telling me that's illegal?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at the order.
What I'm trying to accomplish is get 3-year renewals that are staggered. And JCI earns them every time. I'm okay with that, but if they're staggered, we can have more competition. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're
The only way to do that is to have a shorter initial term.
The problem I have with it is the RFP gives a base bid of 3 years. The amounts set forth in the bidder's totals may be based upon a 3-year contract. I don't know if it would change the terms if you went with the base. If I understand your request is 2 years and then options to renew. So I would.
So let me do this. I will, I'm gonna not make a motion right now. Let's see if there's any more discussion.
All right, Mr. Bro.
So discussion on this, in the contract, we have the right, if they're not meeting the performance goals on whichever side it is, we have the right to be able to come in and cancel that contract, right? So if we have, contract pairs, like, comes in, if they're not meeting their performance goals according to us or whoever it is, we can come in and terminate that contract at our will, right?
Yes, there is a termination clause in the RFP stating that CCSD has the right to terminate at any given time.
Yeah, that addresses that concern. We could do it.
That's the problem. We realistically do that.
Yeah, so anyway, so yeah, we can do that. It would be a termination instead of a contract.
I think, in terms of realism, if you did that, I think what you would have to do is then turn around and do something. I mean, you couldn't cut them off that day because we still have to have somebody.
Yeah, but I mean,
But you could then turn around and look at somebody else who did last time.
Yeah, so it does it, it's just not.
Well,
Finish, Mr. Bro. Anyone else? All right.
can I make one more quick comment?
All right.
Okay, if there's no real,
We'll do a second.
I mean, if there's no real discussion on that, then can I at least get a nod from the staff and a nod from Mr. Bro, Mr. O'Banion, that let's continue to offer it as split? So we at least have it bid as split. Are we all in agreement on that?
Yeah.
And I'll drop that we can have to give it to 2 different people. But at least we all agree it's still to be offered as half.
Moving forward.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good with that.
All right, now it's a vote to award JCI the contract. Is there any, all right? We're good?
So this moves us away from 2 to just 1.
To just one?
Offered.
Yes, ma'am.
Contracts though, right?
Yeah, 2 contracts.
2 contracts.
Right, the way I understand it is one contract on the east, one contract on the west.
Right.
One
That's
contract.
what I was getting at. I'm okay with the same
Yeah.
person.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's what we're getting ready to vote on. The same company doesn't have to be the winner of the 2, but we do have,
But in this case, it is.
it is, this is
That's
done
what the
deal.
vote, that's what the vote is for.
Right, up, down, now.
But it's 2 contracts.
But it's 2
Two
contracts.
different contracts.
See, I'm
If
gonna
you
be
want
perfectly
JCI
honest.
only.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I supported East and West, and I still support that. That's what I thought we were coming here to discuss tonight, which of the 2. But I voted like I voted, even though I had questions, because after Mr. Tarver asked those questions, and to me, they implied that there would be additional discussion after the vote. But I'm good with what it is. If it's JCI for the entire parish, so be it.
All right. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Roll call.
Roll call.
won't last here.
Two contracts. Same company's money.
Okay, so a yes vote is for two contracts and a yes vote, well, two contracts awarded to JCI on different sides. And that's what a yes vote is. We agree with that to move forward. A no vote means I don't agree with it. Okay? Any other questions? All right, so roll call vote.
Ms. Hale.
Yes.
Mr. Baumgartner.
No.
Mr. Breaux.
Yes.
Mr. Castile.
Yes.
Ms. Fontenot.
Yes.
Ms. Gay.
Yes.
Mr. Hardesty.
No.
Ms. Hardy McReynolds.
Yes.
Mr. Natale.
No.
Mr. O'Banion.
Yes.
Mr. Pishon.
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
No.
Mr. Tarver.
Yes.
Reverend Wallace.
Yes.
Dr. Washington.
Yes.
All right. Motion carries. Ayes have it. All right. Next on the agenda, we don't need to be 9B. But I'll entertain a motion.
Move on, C, D,
Thank you.
E, F, G, H, I, J, K.
C through N, yeah. All right, we'll discuss them. Move on them to this. All right, so we'll discuss and vote on each separately. We'll discuss and vote on each separately, but it was moved for consideration for C through N by Mr. Breaux and seconded by, all right, Mr. O'Banion. We will discuss and take vote on each item separately. All right. C, 9C, approval of resolution authorizing CFO Dennis Bent and Dr. Jacqueline Richard, Director of School Nutrition, to sign any and all documents related to the USDA on behalf of the CPSD.
This is just to make sure that Dr. Richard and Mr. Bent can sign and stuff, and we don't have to have a meeting.
All right. Any questions? All right, it was moved by Ms. McReynolds and seconded by, all right, it was already moved and final. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right, motion carries, ayes have it. 9D, and remember, y'all, there's no need for a move in the second, motion in the second. D, consider here opposition to and take appropriate action on application of Driftwood Pipeline LLC for permanent and temporary easements, servitudes across a portion of Northeast 4 of Section 16 T10, I believe that is, SR10W, subject to CPSB's attorney approval of the terms of the agreement.
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions? Yes, sir.
Just a right away for Driftwood.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Ms. Gay.
Okay, is it just the attorney's signature, or is it after discussion with the superintendent? What is the protocol for that?
We just,
Ms. Gay, I negotiate the terms of the agreement, and then it's still signed by the superintendent, so it's subject to his approval also.
Okay, I just want clarification on that. It just said signature of the board's attorney on here. I'm not questioning you, but I'm just saying, that's mighty big decision.
someone still looks at it after him.
Oh, okay, that was my concern.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Castile?
What location is this? Is it Settlement or something?
This one is located by Cypress Cove. There's a pipeline there already that's a Simpra pipeline that you approved a couple of years ago. It's next to the Sabine Diversion Canal, so it's on would be the southwest corner.
Okay, I just wondered where it was. Thank you.
All right, any other questions on 9D? All in favor, say aye. Any nays? All right, motion carries, ayes have it. 9E, approval of MOU between CPSB and CPSO regarding emergency response agreement.
Yeah, so these next two, E and F, are both hurricane related items. Hopefully we don't have to utilize those, but just in case, CPSO asked us to come into an agreement with them where if they had a situation where schools were closed, we had a really bad hurricane, and they needed to be housed for a couple days at our schools until they could get their facilities up and running as a county. We said that was be something we want to have is CPSB, or CPSO on our campus, and come down so they can help us.
Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9F, approval of revised policy, GBAA, overtime emergency compensation guidelines.
So this is for, FEMA asked us basically to do this. We paid folks, emergency, overtime, emergency compensation after the hurricane, but we really didn't have a policy outlining that. So what we did was came up with a policy like they suggested. That is what we did last time. So that's what this is.
Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9G, approval of resolution calling election for School Board District 24, posted in LCAP Legals on July 12, 2025.
So this is for bonding district 24. So it starts, and it's a bond, $12 million bond for starts.
Any questions? All in favor say aye. 9H, approval of resolution calling election for School District 30, posted in LCAP Legals on July 12, 2025.
So this is for sulfur. So a bond in November, similar to starts in sulfur, for $83 million for that bond.
Questions? All in favor say aye. Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9I, approval of contract renewals for 2025-27.
So these are the contract renewals for the next 2 years for administration. We have this listed.
Questions?
I didn't hear
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, so that's contracts. These are 2-year contracts. Administrators, we have the 2-year contracts that are up, and we have those listed for you.
Any other questions? All in favor say aye. 9J, approval of right-of-way with Energy Chenault property, Mercinger Road.
So again, another right-of-way with Entergy, this one out at Chenault.
Any questions? All in favor say aye. All right, motion carries, ayes have it. 9K, approval to submit request waiver for Head Start bus restraints for 25-26.
So this comes from our Head Start department, and basically we have to request a waiver in order to not have kids.
Questions? All in favor say aye. Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9L is the approval of 2025-26 pupil progression plan.
So the 25-26 pupil progression plan, we've got that listed for you as well. That came through committee, pupil progression committee this week, or this month rather. Not a whole lot of changes in there. We actually added an ag course, changed some things in terms of how we have to clean up some verbiage on elementary, making sure that we have our verbiage clean on 3rd and 4th grade progression. So if we have to hold folks back, we started this year, everything's clean on that. This year's pupil progression was pretty minor changes.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9M, approval of resolution to retain special counsel Stoops and Laverne for appeal CPSB versus Stonebridge Health System LLC.
So again, just looking to retain counsel for tax dispute with Stonebridge.
Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. 9N, approval for agreement to air CPSB meetings on the Calcasieu Government Channel, CGov, with the meetings airing the Friday after the CPSB meeting for 1 full week, 4 times a day, gavel to gavel, with no edits. There is no charge.
So just taking our current feed, which is YouTube, and then sending that to CGov, and then they will air that for us.
All right. Any questions? Yes, sir. Mr. Bishop.
We're gonna do both still, right?
Yeah, so YouTube will still happen, still have to do it live. We're still gonna continue to do that. This is just putting it out on CGov too.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye. Any nays? Motion carries, ayes have it. Number 10, permission to advertise. I need someone to move on items. All right. A, Food services advertised for new walk-in freezer and refrigerators at LaGrange High School and Conbury Fondale Elementary. Was there a second? All right, it was moved by Mr. Natale, seconded by Ms. McReynolds. All right. Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, 10B. Move, motion. All right, moved by Mr. Natale, seconded by Ms. Hardesty, excuse me, Ms. McReynolds, Ms. Hardy McReynolds. 10B, food services advertised for RFP for preventative maintenance program. Any questions, any comments? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Ayes have it. 10C. All right, Ms. O'Banion, moved and seconded by Ms. Fontenot. All right, C, risk management advertised the RFP to partner with an urgent care style clinic that employees and their dependents can access for health care. Any questions or comments? Yes, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Castillo.
So what exactly is in the RFP regarding this? It hasn't been created yet. We're partnering with Hub and their consultant to create the RFP right now. As soon as it becomes available, we'll send it to you before we, to all the board members before we actually advertise it.
Yes, sir. Mr. Roberts.
You're asking for permission to advertise on RFP we don't have prepared yet?
No, we're asking to create the RFP, not necessarily.
But you're gonna advertise it. Are you gonna come back and get approval before you advertise it, so we know what we're getting into?
Yes.
So really, it should be to create an
RFP.
So I'd like to amend the motion to, give risk management the, permission to create RFP.
All right, to create, all right. It was moved by Mr. Roberts and seconded by Mr. Natale. All in favor of the adjustment to create an RFP, along with the rest of the 10C item, say aye. Oh, there was others.
I think we have to approve the amendment.
Amended first.
Oh, yeah.
Vote on it as amended.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you very much. Just give me that first. You're right. So the amendment, any discussion on the amendment? All right. All in favor on the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Ayes have it as amended. All right.
Now you have to vote again on the amendment. One more time. Same thing. C again.
10C. All in favor of 10C, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? All right. Motion carries. Ayes have it. All right.
So move on.
Thank you. All right. 10D.
Bump.
Moved by Mr. Baumgarten, second by Mr. Hardesty. 10D, Sam Houston High School permission to advertise for construction of Sam Houston High School baseball locker room funded by business donations. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Ayes have it. All right. Number 11, bid reports for application, none. Number 12, bid reports, none. 13, none. Correspondence, none. Condolences and recognitions. We'll start on my left with Ms. Gay.
I have none.
All right, Mr. O'Banion, Mr. Baumgarten, Ms. Fontenot, Mr. Castillo, Mr. Hardesty, all right, Mr. Tarver, Mr. Natale, Ms. McReynolds. All right. Okay, I'm gonna come back. Mr. Roberts, all right, Ms. Bro, Dr. Washington.
I have one. I'd like a letter of condolence to be sent to the family of Bridget Davis. Bridget was a teacher at Clifton for a while, and I think she was at Johnson, but she moved around. But she was an excellent teacher and a good friend.
All right. Mr. Sean and Ms. Taylor. Congratulations to Ms. Elizabeth Harris. Okay.
Condolences to the family of Billy Collins.
All right. And Ms. McReynolds?
I'd like to send condolences to Jolene Hardy. Her mother passed, Carolyn Johnson, retired educator.
And same here, I have one for Ms. Carolyn Johnson, retired educator as well. Please add me to the one for Ms. Davis, Dr. Washington. Please add me to that one, Dr. Washington. Yes, thank you. All right, 15, scheduled committee meeting, CNI committee, Thursday, August 21st, 2025. It says change filled in parentheses, no change, right? All right, and budget committee, Tuesday, September 23rd, 2025. And also, let us not forget before we adjourn that you have your superintendent's evaluation document in front of you in your packets. It's attached with instructions, and it has a pre-addressed, pre-posted envelope on it, prepaid envelope, where you can drop it off in the mail, and they will stay in the envelope until Mr. Belfort reviews them on the deadline date of August 26th. After that, we will get with Mr. Belfort for the scoring and ready for the discussion in September. If you would like to email your evaluation, you can get with Ms. Peg, reach out to her, and she will make sure that that is done accordingly. All right, number 16, adjournment. All right, moved by Mr. Tarver and seconded by Mr. Baumgarten. All in favor, say aye. All right, any nays? Motion carries, meeting adjourned. Ayes have it.